The Scrum values are just corporate platitudes, right? Wrong! The 5 Scrum values are where the real transformative power of Scrum is. And in this video, you'll discover what working with those Scrum values looks like. My name's Steve and I'm the lead trainer and agile coach at Leantree, delivering transformative business agility services. Did you know that you could implement the events and artifacts of Scrum and still fail to do effective Scrum? When does that happen? When you don't also bring the Scrum values to life in your Scrum teams. I'm going to make a bold claim, and that is that the transformative results that come from employing the Scrum framework come much more from bringing the Scrum values to life than it does from implementing the events and artifacts. So if you're putting your sole focus on implementing the events and artifacts, you're missing a trick. The first Scrum value is commitment. The Scrum Guide describes this as the team committing to its goals and supporting each other. There are several deep things that you can unpack from that statement. First, the commitment to goals, which implies an awareness of those goals. Do you know what your product goal and your sprint goal are? Also notice it's a commitment to goals, not to plans. For those of you who are used to commitments to plans, we'll talk more about that in a future video. And what does it look like to support each other? We work as a collective, like the rugby team that the Scrum metaphor comes from. If someone in the team is finding something hard, we help them. If someone is blocked, we help to unblock them. It's also a commitment to quality by having an effective definition of done and a commitment to continual incremental improvement. The second Scrum value is focus. Focus on the work of the sprint to make the best possible progress to those goals. What does that look like? Well, you can focus on one goal, you can't focus on 20. To focus, we need to reduce what we're focusing on. It means maximizing the time available to do the work of the sprint by time boxing events, using information radiators to avoid the need for status meetings, and saying no to unnecessary meetings and activities. Scrum likes time boxers. Every event in Scrum is time boxed to elicit focus on the goal of that event and avoid drift. That means knowing the goal of each event. Do you know the goal of sprint planning, for example, or the daily Scrum? It means ordering the product backlog so the team can focus on the highest value work first, and potentially removing work if it doesn't have sufficient value. The third Scrum value is openness. That's the team and its stakeholders being open about the work and its challenges. We make it transparent what our goals are. We make it transparent what we're working on. We make our progress and impediments transparent. We review the output of the sprint as it is, not as we wish it to be. We tell each other the truth about what's finished, what isn't, what's proving difficult, and where we need help. That in turn means creating a psychologically safe space so that people feel the safety to be open. I told you there was a lot to unpack, didn't I? The fourth Scrum value is respect. The team members respecting each other as capable and independent. Do you do great work if you're not feeling respected? Respect means listening to understand rather than to interrupt. I have whole learning sessions which talk about listening intentions. It means giving people the space to speak and be heard. It means discussing differences of ideas like adults and never rubbishing an idea. Do you demonstrate to other people that you believe in their ability and that their contribution matters? Do people demonstrate that to you? The fifth Scrum value is courage. If living the values of focus and commitment mean that it's necessary to say no to somebody, then courage is saying no even if it's difficult. Courage may also mean saying yes when yes is the courageous thing to do. It means risking failure rather than fearing failure, because we can't make progress if we're not willing to take risks and experiment. It means taking on the difficult work rather than avoiding the difficult work. And it's telling people what they need to know, not what they want to hear. Now, hopefully what you can see is that there aren't like brick walls between each of the 5 values, that the value set is a constellation of values that overlap and support each other. Now, living the Scrum values isn't always necessarily easy and clear cut. It's not always easy to decide which one of 2 choices of behavior are best living the Scrum values. But if you're a team member, this is where your Scrum Master might be able to help, or your Agile coach, because this is where having access to a coach becomes valuable. I recommend that Scrum teams, as part of their team building, spend time to premeditate with one another what living the Scrum values looks like for that team and make work agreements accordingly. This, again, is something that the Scrum Master or your Agile coach can facilitate. Don't forget to check us out at leantree.co.uk.